How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those who have not been here before, my name's Si, and it's the first time I'm converting a van into a camper. I started off with this journey, no experience, and I'm learning on the job. We're kind of halfway there, well, maybe more than halfway. We've still got quite a lot to do. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be installing the Victron DC to DC charger, basically to get some power into the battery from the alternator, so when the engine's running. I've got 400 watts of solar, but I noticed coming out the summer, going into the autumn, that they weren't the solar panels weren't powering up or recharging the batteries 100%. So over a period of a few days, over a week, the charge was getting slightly lower each day because of the weather over here in the northern hemisphere, and it's just you can't rely on your solar panels 100% just purely for the solar panels to charge up your batteries, especially if you're using quite a lot of energy, which I am. I've got a game PC with 2 monitors. A bit of a luxury, that is, I understand that, but I like to do a bit of editing as well as obviously for these. As my own personal setup, I've got a 60 watt 60 litre Alpi-Cool fridge freezer, so that's on 24/7, although I've turned it off at the moment because I'm doing work on it, and I wanted to find out what the deal was with the how much energy consumption with the solar panels as well as. Okay, so this is the setup here. I've got the 2 120 batteries there. I'm going to put the third one here to make it up to 360 amp hours. Not sure if I've said this. I know you shouldn't put in a new battery to an old setup, an old battery bank, but these are new. These are only around about 3 months in use. Spoke to the guy in the company, and he said you can put a battery, add another battery in within a sort of 4 to 5 months. So the joys of working in a van whilst also living in it. I'm going to be sleeping down here tonight again. Batteries in place. It's got to connect it up. Alright, well, that's the battery in. It took a little bit longer than expected. Standard, isn't it? Okay, nice sunny day, as you see. First things first, I'm just taking my PC out, and I'm going to put an earth on this battery here, on this terminal. I'm going to go into the wall here somewhere. Don't know yet, nowhere. I'm going to fart around with that. And we're going to then connect up this 30 amp, 12 volt Victron DC to DC charger. It's the non-isolated version as opposed to the isolated. The difference is, you see on here, this is the non-isolated version. You've got a positive, where is it? Yeah, positive and a negative, and you share the negative for the ledger and the engine battery. The non-isolated, this being the non-isolated, it just means that you've got an earth to the chassis from the actual batteries, from both batteries, whereas the isolated version means that you don't have that common earth, or you're not sure. So I'm using that, but first we've got to get to I know the crank batteries got an earth on, so we're going to earth this one. Right, so let's get on with that then. Yep. Right, I'm just going to use a bit of sandpaper. There you go. Okay, show you in there. Right, so as you can see, my engine battery is under the driver's seat. This is the positive here, and I'm going to drill a hole through here. So I've got to connect this cable from the battery to here to have a fuse box there. This is only temporary. I'm going to put in a breaker, but this is all I've got. This is what came with the kit, so I'll use this now. and then we'll have a hole through there going through the back of the van, and I'll show you now. Cable that came with it fits on there, but it's just a little short. I need it to come over a bit. I've got some other cable. This is a little longer. This is a spare bit I've got. How's that? Yeah, it's just a little bit longer, isn't it? Right, so you got an extra inch on that. So that should be better. So we want to cut it about there. I've got a 16.6. Pop that on there. And I'm just going to trim that down a little bit. This is a bit proud. Put it in crimping tool, keeping it pushed in all the time. Alright, just double check that that's solid. Alright, put one of these on. There. Okay, so we've cleared this space out here. Right, what we're doing is, you see in there where you got the front seat there, I've just drilled a hole there which comes through this partition here and then comes out there, and that other cable is the cable for the fridge freezer. The cable for the charge controller, battery to battery charger is going to go behind there, which goes basically behind this bit here. It's an air vent basically. You have the window open here and it allows air, hot air, to escape from all the electricals in there, and it runs all the way. See, look, behind there. Let's see if you can see it. See that gap there, look? So it runs all the way behind there and then it comes out here. So you've got, this will be covered up, but this is your, like a grill here I'll put in, so you'll have air going all the way through when the doors open or whatever. But yeah, it helps to you know, escape through there, the hot air all the way through there. So I've got to put that cable through there and then draw it along there. So I need a big stick. That's a big stick. Okay, we're going to feed this cable through. Right, so I've got a big stick. Right, I'm going to tie a bit of string on the end there, feed this stick all the way through, tie it to the end of that cable, and then pull it back through again. Alright, I've got to pull that through. Cable through. Alright, just attach that around there. Let's put a cable tie on that. Stuff it down there. So it's got a bit of a chance. Right. Here we are. Oh, that's loads of cable to put there, up there. Excellent. I think I think I'm going to put it there. Move this cable down a little bit and move the fuse box over. That's it. Put the ground in there. Okay, so I've moved the fuse holder to here, and I've just made a new little cable here, so it goes from this two little bits here, and then so that's the out here going straight down into the first battery, and we've got the earth which will go in there. I'm going to have to get another longer piece of earth because it's just not it's going over here, you see, and I don't want it to go over there, I want it to go around, so I'll have to do that later. There we are. That's what we want. There. And we'll put the fuse there and there. We're going to connect the that's it there. So what we do is we're going to connect the engine battery to the DC to DC charger first, let it power up, and then we're going to pair the device via Bluetooth. We're going to install the new firmware. There we go. That's that there, look, lovely. Right, it's going to connect the negative. Right, that's in. Okay, I'm going to put the fuse in here to connect the battery charger to the batteries. There. Right, everything's connected. I've updated the firmware, and we've done the settings for the battery type. Now I'm going to connect this little green block which goes in there. Once the green block is plugged into the system will auto detect when the engine is running and the alternator has reached a certain voltage, and then it'll be fire up the B2B charger and start charging the leisure battery. So I'm going to put that in there. Put that in. There we are. So we're up and running. There we go. Turned everything back on, and we've got 14.7 there. Got nothing coming in on the solar at the moment, but yeah, we're pretty much good. So I've got to change this out because it's too short. As you can see, it's going over there, so I've got to replace this cable and tidy it up so it goes behind and down here onto here. But I'll do that at a later stage. We're all good, we're all golden, I think. Happy days. Alright, I don't think that was one of the easiest or smoothest of installs. It is pretty simple, but I had a few snags along the way, but we got it in there and I think it's working okay, so I'm going to double check all that. But a disclaimer, I'm not an electrician. It's the first time I've installed that, and I'm just looking at YouTube videos and just going from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's I need a beer. All right, see you later.